Hey you guys, this is Quinn601. I am here with a new video. This may be a long one. I don't know. I'm going to try and wrap it up within 10 minutes, but this situation itself just has me very disturbed because I cannot see myself doing this to someone I say that I have loved, and I don't see how anyone could do this to someone that they say they love, no matter how bad the situation was or how bad the breakup was. I firmly believe that how you handle your breakups, and it's like I honestly believe that nothing lasts forever, and love doesn't last forever. And people do come in and out of our lives that we get into relationships with, and we say that we love them. However, the most important thing from all of those situations for any one person to do is to learn from it. Don't just dwell on the negative and find the negative and focus on the negative. Look at the positive because you had that person in your life for a period of time, and that's some time that you would never get back. So for any person that bashes their ex or put their ex on blast or something, I have no respect for you. And I'm just being honest. I have no respect for you because if I had interest in you and the interest was mutual, you had interest in me as well. And if I heard you talk about your ex in a negative way, I would straight up and I would it wouldn't even go no further than that. We probably wouldn't even get a second date or a third date or whatever the case may be. We would probably just end up being friends at that point, and I can deal with you on that level. But as far as like being more than just friends, I couldn't do it with you because of the simple fact of how you are bashing your ex. And for me, that tells me a lot about you and how you handle adult situations. So while I've spent 2 minutes on that little ramble, let's go ahead and jump into the situation with Kerry Rhodes and Russell Simpson, aka Miss Hollywood, aka Dirt Queen, aka Garbage Pail Kid, aka Professor Griff, aka Lookalike, aka just no life at all. Okay, I'm sure many of you have heard of the situation about Kerry Rhodes, who is a football player out here in Phoenix, Arizona, for the Cardinals, and this little dirt queen um, has pretty much put their business out, or put his business out, better yet, because obviously this bitch has no problem of airing out her business as long as she gets some type of um, kickback to make her feel good. She doesn't care who she brings down with her. Um, so pretty much the story is, the rumors are, how things are going is that Kerry Rhodes and Russell Simpson Hollywood was in a relationship. Um, Russell was Kerry's assistant, handled his, I guess, bills at home, was there at practice with him and this, that, and the fourth, and and he had him um, laid up in hotels, and they took trips, and he got in gifts and stuff like that. You know, that is all fine. I am not knocking anyone that finds a person that their income is more than them, and they're willing to shower you and cater to you because they have the disposable income to do so. Just because you have stumbled upon this situation and things are going great, please understand that just because you have that going on for you right now, it's not going to last forever. It's not going to last forever. The only thing that um, I'm not going to say that. That's yeah. Um, like I said, that's not going to last forever. And you, um, Russell, come into this situation not really having a pot to piss in or a window to throw out of, seemingly. Um, and you've gotten this little assistant job, and you're being his assistant, being his wife, as you say, and all of this other stuff. And yet you've gotten accustomed to this. And I can understand that you are hurt because of, he may have broken up with you. He may have not done what you may have asked him to do. But you really have to understand, in our community, that just because you are out and about, and you have rainbow flags and everything hanging off your ass, and you being flamboyant and out there and talking about um, how lazy you are because you lay on your back and let tops wear you out, basically. At the end of the day, um, you're trying to put Kerry on blast, which at the end of the day, this shit is just going to backfire on you because as soon as he comes out and say, "Okay, I'm gay. Yes, this did happen." Then what? Then what? Okay, really, what? Like, then what? Do you think he's going to come back to you because you have forced him to out himself? I don't think so. Um, granted, his team may cut him, and if they do, that would be a fucking shame in the NFL. But the only thing you're doing is you're pushing the agenda of having the first out NFL player in the league. That's the only thing you're doing. That's the only thing you're doing if he chose to go that route. He could retire from the game and do something else, be a analysis or something like that. But at the end of the day, you're really not hurting him. You're really hurting yourself because no one of his caliber is going to want to fuck with you at this point. You were lucky enough to get into a circle of people that have a little bit of money, that are able to take these trips, that are able to travel, that are able to live a lifestyle that many of us only dream of. And for you to have the audacity to say that y'all were in a relationship and then turn around and put him on blast of his sexual, what he likes to do in bed, basically, what your position is in bed, his mental, cognitive abilities and things of this nature, for you to just go in and talk about how dumb he is, um, how he wears your little ass out and this, that, and the fourth, you were dead ass wrong. You were really wrong and reckless and careless, and you deserve all that you're putting out right now. You deserve tenfold and negative because that's what you're putting nothing but negativity and all of that out. It's no way in hell that I could see myself for any reason blasting any of my exes, and I only have two. I don't. I can't see me blasting any of my exes that I've been in a serious relationship in and have dated for a period of time. I can't see myself blasting them because how can you say you're in a relationship? If you're in a relationship, then obviously you have love for that person on some level. Okay, I don't care if it's just that you love that person for who they are, or you're genuinely in love with this person, and that's the only person you can see yourself with, and it just so happened that something fucked up and fell out, and y'all fell out, and that was the end. I don't care. I don't care. I understand that you're hurt and you have feelings, but still at the same time, the way that you're handling this situation, like I said, I cannot fuck with you. You have to be 3 miles away from me. You have to be miles away from me because what you're doing right now by putting you all's business out here is no different from a straight woman being hurt by the man that she had been with for months and months and months or years and years and years, and then she come around talking about how small his dick is. It don't make any sense with me because all that time that you've been with all that time that she's been with him, she was loving that little dick. She was loving that little dick. And now all of a sudden things fall out. You want to talk about the dick size now. And that's the same thing that you're doing. Same thing that you're doing, Russell. Okay. You knew that this man was not completely out. He may have been out with himself, out with a few close people, but you knew that he was not out. And I hate that term out anyway because it's like, okay, I don't believe that any person is in a closet. People just juggle back and forth in their minds of how people are going to project them or perceive them as being gay or whatever the case may be. In most cases, at the end of the day, people know you before you are accepting of you. That's what I've learned in life. People already know about you before you are accepting of you. So you're not doing him any harm per se right now, boo boo. You may be making his life a little bit miserable because of his work situation and because of his quote unquote NFL status or celebrity status. You may be making him feel uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, he's not the first gay person that's been in the NFL. He's not the first. He's not the first, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to be the last gay person to break your heart and make you feel some type of way. So look, woman, look, Russell, you need to grow the fuck up. you need to really take a look deep down in yourself and find out why did you do this to this man and to yourself, because you know karma, like people say, karma is a bitch. I say whether karma is a bitch or the universe is a bitch, whichever one, or God or whomever, you're gonna get yours one way or another. You're gonna get yours one way or another. And I'm not wishing this bad to come to you, but what you put out to people and how you treat people, you only get that back. You only get that back. I'm just trying to give you a little word of advice, Russell. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to attack you personally. I know I said you look like Professor Griff and this, that, and the fourth, but I'm just letting you know that, you know, you don't treat people this way, especially people that you've been in a relationship, and especially you've been a person that you say you love. And this advice goes to anybody. It applies to any relationship. It applies to any relationship. I don't care if you're straight or gay. It applies to any relationship. You do not blast your exes. I don't give a fuck. You do not blast your exes because, like, at the end of the day, bottom line, the bottom dollar, it makes you look crazy. It makes you look like that you were the unstable one. It makes you look like you were the crazy one in the situation. And especially when your ex is not there to defend themselves. So why did you do that? Why did you do that? Is what I'm trying to figure out. But anyway, um, enough about this situation. Like I just thought it just touched me um to the core that people out there still do this, and moreover, like Russell is really making gay men as a whole look bad, and especially gay black men. Gay black men already have three strikes on us already, and it's already hard enough for us all goddamn ready. And it's even hard in our community because we deal with the same damn thing in our own community, in the gay community, that we would deal with in the straight community. And like you making it so hard and even messier for someone to even appreciate a good black man, period. I don't give a fuck if he's gay or straight. You make it hard for people to appreciate our existence, and you here trying to tear this man's existence down. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, I'm rambling and I'm done with this. So this is Quentin 601. You guys leaving your opinions in the comments. Tell me how you feel about the situation, if you um, have followed it, because I haven't really followed it, honestly. I've only read a couple of the blogs, and and just from those couple of blogs, I was just over it. I didn't want to get too deep into it, just for the simple fact of because it's messy, and you have a scorned girl, um, just being messy as fuck in any way that she can get a little bit of airtime or camera time or Facebook or Twitter time or whatever kind of time that she can get to air this out. She's trying to soak it up for what it's worth, and it's not cool at all. We I personally say we should support this fool and his foolery, and um and his I'm done. I'm done. This is Quinn 601.